like someone's like at the bottom of their soda.
Oh, God. Oh.
Yeah.
Like that.
Hey, welcome to SnackDown. This is a special episode. We're in a line of special episodes since last time we did a on-location episode.
Yeah.
This one is, we're doing food, drink sent to us from across the seas from the Netherlands. So we're pretty excited about this.
So shout out to our boy Markus, a.k.a. Marinus. I think he even sent a... Can I just do it real quick?
Yeah, I can put that in.
All right, that's what I'll do.
That's what I thought he sent it for.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Marinus here from Markus from the Netherlands to say welcome to the SnackDown podcast. I hope you enjoy this week's episode and you'll have a great day.
So anyway, thank you so much. You know, since he started listening, he was like, boys, I got something for you.
Yeah.
And really came correct with it because just doing some research on some of the drinks that we're going to have today, I was pretty blown away with kind of what we're going to have. So I'm excited for it. You're excited for it.
We're a little worried, too, because they're pretty... I think we've mentioned this before. They're pretty boozy.
These are very boozy.
We've got 3 beers. They're all 10% or above. This one's 10.5.
Yeah.
And how many ounces? Like this one... I mean, this one's a pint.
These are 12 ounces.
Those are 12 ounces.
Yeah. A pint being 16 ounces.
So yeah, we're going to get into these beers. And then he also sent us some food, but we'll get into that a little bit later.
Yeah.
So what beer are we going to try first?
I was kind of hemming and hawing, okay? I think we should start with, while our palates are fresh, we should start with the most famous one, I would say.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So this one is the Trappist West Vleteren, okay? Basically, this is made in an abbey, like a Trappist abbey with Trappist monks. So let me just kind of tell you the quick story of how Markus came across this. Mm-hmm. Markus came across this because his buddy Harm drove to Belgium, and then they had to contact these monks weeks, if not months or years in advance. They got their license plate number, and they asked, they said how much are you going to have, And I think it was it's maximum 1 case.
Wow.
So this abbey gets up to 85,000 calls in an hour.
Wow.
For placing these orders. It's nuts, okay?
And we have one?
And we have one. Yeah, I know. So, and I asked Justin just before we started this, I go, you didn't do any research on the beers, did you? And you said?
I said, no, not really.
Okay.
But I said, I know, I mentioned that we had a Trappist beer to my friend, and he's like, really? He's like, there's only a few places in the world that actual Trappist monks make beer.
Yeah. I apologize. You're limited to 2 crates of the beer. So with 24 beers per crate. So, okay. It's more, but it's a process. And you have to either pick it up. I think they are shipping now, but it's still in very limited quantities. They said on their website, they go, if they're like, we will ship it overseas and just let us know if you get stopped at customs or if you didn't get it because maybe it was just picked up at customs and we'll just send you another crate. So they're just, as great as this beer is, they are just doing cannon fodder across the bottle.
Yeah.
Which is kind of how this got here.
That's funny.
So,
yeah, it's funny. This beer has no label on it at all.
Right.
And when I opened the box, I was like, "Is this some sort of homebrew or something like that?"
You're like, I thought we were kind of
I thought we made a disclaimer about that. Yeah. But then I looked at the bottle cap and I looked it up, and this brand, it never has had a label, I guess, or something like that. It just classically doesn't have a label. So I'm like, okay, I feel a little bit better. I'm like, the other 2 had labels. Mm-hmm. I thought he snuck in a homebrew.
No. Yeah, one of these things is not like the other. Yeah, so let's just get into it, man. Yeah. Let's have
Let's do it.
So this is a quadruple.
And so Andy was telling me Markus was very specific that we should drink these out of the right glasses.
Yes. And he said, and I quote, "I will kill you if you drink them out of the bottle." So we're going to drink these beers out of 2 different glasses, and I don't think we didn't go right down the line and talk about all of them, and so we'll just kind of talk about them as they come up. But the 2 different types of glasses that we have are chalice style glasses and tulip style glasses. So we're coming a long way in the glassware world.
SnackDown, yeah.
Yeah, for SnackDown.
And it's mostly due to Andy. I haven't put any effort into expanding my glassware, but
you haven't. That's right.
Andy's like, you gotta
we gotta up the game.
Every week he's bringing in a box of his audio equipment and then another one of glassware or something he's bought me.
And for the record, I did not get these at these are too fresh to get at the thrift store. So
these are nice.
Yeah. So get ready for it. Here we go with a pop. Modest. It was modest.
How's it smell?
It smells really good. It smells like a very good Belgian.
I feel like I'm going to feel really bad if I don't like it.
You have to feel however you feel, So we are drinking these out of, oddly enough, the cheapest brand for chalice-style glasses is like the Stella Artois branded glasses. So here you go.
Thank you. So what kind of beer is this?
So this is a Belgian. It's a quadruple.
What does that mean?
That's what I'm looking at.
Because I know there's lagers, there's stouts, there's wheat beers, I'm just wondering if there was if this had a kind.
So a quadruple is a type of beer with alcohol volumes being from 9.1 to 14.2%. With arguments of what kind of constitutes its beer style.
Okay. So that just has to do with its alcohol level?
Yeah.
So what is it made out of, though? Do you know?
A Belgian is going to be made out of your classic... This is really good, by the way.
It is really good. It's very, creamy smooth.
Mm-hmm. I'm just going to take a minute and stop talking and just kind of enjoy this, right? Because we might not get this opportunity ever again in our entire life.
Yeah, it's going to be the only one.
It's so clean. You know what I mean?
There's no bite to it at all. You know what I mean? It's very
smooth. It's heavier, but it's not syrupy, you know? Mm-hmm. Right. There's no bite in terms of...
Yeah, a lot of beers have a good flavor, but there's still a little sting of a little bitterness, a slight bitterness to some. Mm-hmm. And this has no...
To me, this has a healthy amount of bitterness. I taste a little bit of bitterness, but I think it's really enveloped in the yeast.
It's blended well. It's not you taste it and then there's an aftertaste of bitterness. Right. There's not really a strong aftertaste.
There's not. No.
Yeah.
So what makes a Belgian beer? I think when I think of a Belgian beer, what comes to mind is the type of yeast. So there's, just Belgian styles of yeast. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of what makes the big difference. I would say if this is a classic beer, it's going to be just hops, water, grain, barley, and yeast. And it's really good.
Yeah, it's really good. The air conditioner's been off for maybe 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm already
Dude, I was about to say that.
I already can feel the sweat.
Can you bring that up again? So, a couple weeks ago, we were doing island drinks because we knew that the air conditioner was going to be off and it was going to be hot. Now we're drinking quadruple Belgians in a heat box, in an oven. We're sitting in an oven drinking.
I gotta take a layer off.
Me too. We're going to go down to...
This is the first time we've, taken clothes off on SnackDown.
It's the snack strip.
Sultry.
Yeah.
Sultry snack.
Let's play some music while we're doing this.
Okay. That's better.
Yeah. We're not even well into one of these.
Or the episode.
Or the episode.
We're not very far in and we're already... This is very good, though.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm going to say.
I'm not, like I said, don't expand too much on the beers that I drink or like. So this is not, I don't think, a normal beer that I would choose or like. But it's very smooth, and it's got a good flavor to it.
Okay. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of history. So, we kind of talked about Markus and his buddy Harm picking it up. So this is a monastery. these are monks. This is religious. This is an order, right? This is how, a lot of abbeys and monasteries, they have a trade where they do something and then kind of perpetuates the abbey, right? Mm-hmm. So these monks, they're in Belgium. They're in Vleteren, Belgium. I probably butchered that, and I'm really sorry. So it has 3 secular workers that are working in this entire abbey, and they're just for manual labor.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
How do you think you become a monk? Do you choose to it, or do you get birthed into the monkhood?
That you're thinking of some D&D stuff, man.
No, I'm just wondering.
No, you choose. So, it's an order. It's a calling, like priesthood. It's similar, very similar. But instead of priesthood being the shepherd of a flock of a parish or whatever, you're studying.
But not anyone can just do it, right? I couldn't just go be a monk at this abbey.
You'd have to probably be Catholic first, and then I don't know. To be honest, that's a curveball. I wasn't expecting a question like that.
You didn't do your full history of abbeys.
Oh, come on! For the love of God. You're let's talk about Catholicism. Now, so Markus kind of was he was please put this in like nice glasses, right? He's a glass enthusiast, connoisseur, if you will.
I'm surprised he has maintained listening then.
He's like, I think it's because there's hope for us.
Yeah.
I think that's but he was like, okay, well, if you're going to drink the Bernardus and the West Vleteren, make sure that they're in chalices. So these two beers, which are kind of done out of abbeys and are kind of Trappist based, are in chalice glasses. Mm-hmm. And then the other one is in a tulip glasses. So like you think like religious chalice, is that just a thing or is that, I don't know. But this beats the heck out of like your smoky gray glasses.
Oh yeah. Right? That would have been bad.
Do you feel like a little classier now?
I do.
Do we feel like we're like up in the ante for this pod? Is this season 2?
I don't even know how seasons in podcasts work. Like you just decide.
I think it's a season if there's a story to tell. You know? There's a story to tell.
What's the story of us?
There's date night.
That's what I was going to say. Is it our relationship?
Yeah, it's our relationship. This is delicious.
Do you ever drink beer and it makes you yawn?
No. Why? Do you?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes.
Are you already tired at that point?
Feeling yawny.
You feeling yawny? Are you actually?
Yeah.
It probably has nothing to do with the fact that it's 90 degrees in here and we're drinking a depressant. So just recently, these Belgian monks launched a website so that you can buy their beer online.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
You've gone so far into like the monkhood and like secluding yourselves, but you're like selling beer online to the US.
They're like, HTTP, colon, www dot. Do you think they're doing that?
Maybe.
Can you cut that out?
No.
westblitterenbeers.org. They have to go for a .org. They're not doing .com.
Yeah. So let's eat something here.
Yeah. Because are you feeling it?
No. All right. We have 2 more beers, though. So we're just going to have he sent us a bar of chocolate.
Yeah.
Some Milka chocolate, which was originated in Switzerland. So I guess it's technically like Swiss chocolate. But I think most Milka is now made in Germany.
Is it?
Yes. But this says Netherlands in the back. Well, it says a lot of things, actually. It also says Madrid, Belgium, España, Portugal.
Why did Spain get España? That was very cultured of you.
Maybe I should cut that out.
No, never. So that's got caramel in it, right?
Yeah, so this is a caramello chocolate. It looks like in the picture here, it has another layer, doesn't it? It's like white.
Yeah,
I don't know
it
what
might have
that
like
is.
a little,
It just says caramel.
maybe a little nougat.
So we'll find out. I can't read the back of it, so I don't know.
Hopefully it's not like
it's
melty.
Not in English.
I mean, 'cause it is 100 degrees in here. So.
Okay, so we'll wash our glasses and we'll eat some chocolate.
We'll wash our glasses. Okay, I got this. I also wanted to...
You want to get the opening sounds of the chocolate bar?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is melty. You see that?
Well, it has been out of the fridge for 10 minutes, so...
Oh, is this in the fridge, too?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And that's how hot it is.
You want to cut it up?
I mean, it comes in segmented bars.
Here's a bar.
So there's like a white layer, right?
It almost has like a rice layer. It's very subtle. I think it's mostly just to kind of keep the caramel. I like it.
That is really good.
Mm-hmm. But this is like some good like winter stuff. You know what I mean? Like a nice like chocolate, something, another snack later on, and then quadruples. Like we're in the wrong
for
season.
The winter.
What's that?
You and your seasons.
Mm-hmm.
That is really good chocolate.
Yeah. Would you like some more?
It makes a difference when it's not made from like...
You're kind of eyeballing it there, Justin.
Yeah, I'll have some more.
Here you go, man. When it's not made from what?
I don't know, like our cheap chocolate in the U.S. Like I've had chocolate bars in the U.S. They don't really compare to this. You probably eat more chocolate than me, though. What do you think?
So like a big chocolate aficionado, which I'm not, would probably be like, oh, I mean, this is milk chocolate. You know what I mean? That it's not like the purest of pure, but this is really good chocolate. You know? It's just tastes good.
It's very good. It's very like, I don't know if you can call it chocolate smooth, but it's like, it kind of melts in your mouth. I don't know if that's the heat of the apartment.
It also does melt in your hand. For the record.
But that like layered caramel is really good.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know what the other layer is.
I'm going to go with nougat. That's my final answer.
But isn't nougaty like a more like crunchy, like a cookie layer?
No.
Like that was just as I don't know anything. What is nougat?
I don't know.
I'm a salty snacker, so like I do not delve into like sweets very much, other than like pastries.
I'm just looking up what nougat is, and I spelled that incorrectly, and I put bougat, and apparently that's someone's last name.
Mr. Bougat, if you're listening, shout out.
Candy made from sugar or honey, nuts, and egg white. Oh, no.
Yeah, that makes kind of sense. Egg white. It's probably some sort of egg layer.
Eggy. Yeah. You want to split this last bit?
Let's split the last bit, and then we'll get to the next beer.
All right, let's do wishbone style. Oh, come on. I won.
Are you ready? I'm going to open this?
Yeah. Yours was way better. Yeah. The whole thing.
If I don't win, it's rigged.
If you
Mr.
do win...
Monsanto.
Oh, let's get him in there.
This?
Yeah, it's got like an
this?
afro now. Yeah. Yeah, and the chalices. Okay, well, Justin is pouring. So there's history linking the West Vlateren and Bernardus beers, okay? So after World War II, the monks decided to commercialize their beer and scale back production at the Abbey and find a place to brew on a larger scale. And that's where Bernardus came in. So they partnered with a guy who ran a cheese factory and got him to brew their Trappist beer. So these are supposed to taste pretty identical because these are kind of offshoots of the West Vlateren.
But this is not made by Trappist monks. It's got a picture of a monk on it.
Yeah, so it's made with the style of the monks.
So it's like the same like recipe, kind of?
Yeah.
This one looks darker, though, doesn't it?
No.
Oh.
I don't think so. So after the contract expired in 1992, St. Bernard was not allowed to have anything that like looked like a monk on their bottles. So take a look at that bottle.
This isn't a monk?
No, that's not a monk. Because this guy was a monk. Like, this is an older bottle.
Okay.
So that guy...
That's so similar. They just took the scarf off and made his cheeks less rosy.
Yeah, and well, they took his, like, cap off, too.
Oh.
Right?
He's just a bald guy.
Yeah, no, it's just a bald guy. No, it's just a happy bald guy. So let's try it, man. Let's get into it. This is more aggressive on the nose. Right? Mm-hmm. Would you agree? And it's not as clean.
No, it's definitely more bitter.
It's definitely more bitter. It's more carbonated. Kind of has like a...
Yeah,
right?
it's like a soda
taste.
Vibe. Not soda, but like it definitely has like a carbonated vibe that usually isn't like in beer.
Yeah.
I don't taste that much carbonation usually in beer, do you? Like that's quite a bit. Like it hits you on the tongue.
Not in these types of beers. Like that's like a carbonation level and kind of flavor that I would taste in a light beer. You know what I mean? Like a Budweiser or something like that. You know?
I guess I just haven't had Budweiser in a while. But I feel like I can feel the carbonation on my tongue when it's... And I feel like I've never felt that before.
Check the bottom. Sometimes Belgians will be bottle conditioned. Mm-hmm. So you're kind of stuck with it fermenting as long as it's going to ferment. So that can kind of play a factor into it too. You know, you get it in the bottle, it's still got some sugar left over that is going to, you know, further ferment. And then you're left with obviously carbonation. But sometimes it'll over-carbonate. I'm not sure if that's the case with this, but it's definitely more carby. I'm burping here.
Yeah, like if you hold it on your tongue, like put it in your mouth and hold it in your mouth, it's kind of like a Pop Rocks you feel. Yeah. Like it's like you can feel it like sizzling.
Yeah, you feel the sizzle. Yeah. Didn't they used to call you Mr. Sizzle in high school? Mm-hmm. Nice.
That's what it was, Mr. Sizzle. Mr. Sizzle's at it again. Mm-hmm. It's like one of those like old like cartoonies, and they're like, "There's Mr. Sizzle," and then, like a little music would play, and it'd be like, "Bow, bow, bow," and I'd like jump out of the room.
Yeah. This is good. This is, I mean, just based on like the history though, not what I was expecting at all.
Yeah, like we're comparing it to the other one. It's a little bit more bitter, a little bit more carbonated. The other one's a lot more smoother. But I'm not saying this is a bad beer.
No.
In relation to the other one, it doesn't taste like the other one. It does have some similar flavors.
Right, it does. It does.
I mean, it's the same type of beer, so it's going to. But
I'd say it's more barley forward. It's more carbonation forward. Not as hoppy. And the other one wasn't like overly hoppy. No. But also the yeast in this seems more subtle. It seems kind of subdued. Mm-hmm.
The other one was so smooth, though, which I really liked.
Yeah, it was really nice. It was just so crisp. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you're not like looking for some crazy like, oh, this one's cheesecake flavored beer. You know what I mean? Like, and like looking for something crazy like that. Like you're in the European beer game, and it's just something that was just so, I don't know, just so perfect, so clean and tasty. You know?
It's good though.
It is good.
This is what people must settle for when they're like the 799th caller and they can't get their.
Yeah, they're like, dag nabbit. Yeah,
they can't get their crate.
I wonder if we can order online. Let's try it.
You want to try it right now?
Yes. No. Maybe in the near future.
But I wonder if you're like, I want that, and you're like, you keep getting denied, then you go to like St. Bernard's. Mm-hmm. I wonder if they made it. I wonder if it's all like a marketing thing.
Kind of being like more available.
Yeah, so then when you can't get that, you steer towards St. Bernard's.
I'm not sure. Can we pause and toast?
Toast?
We've never toasted before in this podcast.
You have a toast to say?
Yeah.
Okay.
So our boy is getting married.
Who?
Markus, in November. And I go, well, should we save some of this beer for like your wedding and then like kind of toast then? And he goes, no, I'll send you more. Yeah, but I don't know. Cheers, man.
Do you know the lucky woman's name?
I don't. I asked. He's like, she's not really someone that like wants to be in the spotlight, that sort of thing. So
should we just come up with a random name? Or
yeah.
Rose?
Yeah. Rose is classy. Mm-hmm. Right? Okay. Well, here's to Markus and Rose. So, congratulations. She like listens to it and she's like, who? I'm just kidding. Cheers. Anyway,
cheers. Thank you for the gifts, and we hope that you have a long, happy life with Rose or whatever her real name is. Maybe it is Rose.
Mad respect. All right. So we've got another Belgian beer.
But should we do this first?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so what we got here is something illegal. No.
It is. It's technically illegal.
We got a Kinder Surprise here, and we're about to be surprised at what's in the Kinder Surprise. Mm-hmm. So a Kinder Surprise is a chocolate egg that has a toy in it, and it's been banned in the U.S. for since forever because we have a problem with our kids eating toys.
Since like the 1920s.
Yeah. And so the Kinder company, what is it, Ferrero? I think that's what it is.
Yeah, Ferrero.
It's an Italian company. And they
go by Ferrero?
Yeah. So Ferrero invented these a long time ago. It's basically allowed everywhere but the US because the FDA has a law against like small parts and kids. So just recently they allowed Kinder Joys.
Which we looked it up.
We looked it up and it looks gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, we looked up a Kinder Joy, and it's basically a plastic egg that you open up, and it's split into 2 compartments, which are like plastic protected,
sealed. Yeah.
plastic sealed. And then one side has candy in it, which didn't look very appetizing. It's like 2 little chocolate pieces in like some sort of white liquid, I don't know. And then the other side has like a toy in it. But this is a real Kinder Surprise. It's going to be a chocolate egg that has a toy inside. So, I mean, I'm excited to find out what's inside.
I feel pretty illegal right now.
Yeah, so thanks, Markus, for risking fine to get 3. There's 3 in here.
Oh, my God.
There's a ban on these not only being sold, but imported into the U.S., and they'll be seized and fined at the border. So, thanks, Markus, for sending us these. Because, I mean, it's rare that we here in the United States get to have an actual Kinder Surprise.
I'm so surprised. These are good.
So this chocolate does not compare to the other one.
No, but it's still very good. It still has like a good, rich milk chocolate flavor.
And it's got that white stuff again.
Mm-hmm. Like, this has like a lot of stuff in it. Look at this. This has like instructions. Not for children 0 to 3.
It'd be funny if the choking hazard was on the inside of the egg.
On the what? The way inside?
You open that up and then there's like a choking hazard, but it's already because you already ate it.
What's what it was?
There's a choking hazard in there?
Yes, it's right here. It says like not for ages 0 to 3.
But at that point, you've already risked it.
Yeah, I know.
You're like choking on the choking hazard.
What'd you get? Oh, did you get like Army Man or something?
No.
I'm pretty sure I got a toaster. What is this? Oh, it's a stamp. That's cool.
So all of our official SnackDown documents
stationery
will be like stamped with the...
Yeah. We love that letter you sent us. Love SnackDown. Oh, what the hell? No wonder it's not meant for 0 to 3. It's not meant for like 31. Oh, it just did it. Sorry, I just put that on your plate. Cool. Thank you very much, Markus.
Mine's a top. I just can't put it together. Probably because of those beers.
Justin's all thumbs.
So it's got these like spinning blades.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah.
As a parent, I would like my kid to have yours versus mine.
Because yours would go all over the walls and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. I'm just thinking of a kid just being like, and it goes here, and here. And I'm just like, you just...
What is the stamp, though? I just see orange dots.
It's like it's like a animal paw, I think is that one. And then like that one's like a tiger face.
From my perspective, there's just like orange dots.
They're kind of just smudgy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Why did you put it on the plate?
I don't know.
All right, so that was a Kinder Egg. We got some cool toys.
I'm so pumped.
I got a top... And we got a stamp. So if you send us mail and you want some back, you might see the stamp.
I feel both childish and criminal at the same time.
Yeah.
That's cold. Okay, thank God something's cold.
This is going to be a good opening, I think.
Yes, so this is Calvados Barrel-Aged Ale, Gulden Draak Ale. So Belgian ale aged in apple brandy barrels.
Nice.
Let's get you up here, because this is looking real good. All right, so these are being drank out of tulip glasses because we were told to.
I really like drinking things out of tulip glasses.
Yeah.
Lately, when I've gone out to get IPAs, for some reason they're always served them in tulip glasses. So I don't know what the stipulation of using a tulip glass is. I think it's alcohol content, honestly.
This is, on the nose, is more kind of generically fruity. It's not like hardcore apple on the nose, but it's definitely...
Well, it has an apple barrel, right? So
right, but it has like an apple like wine, and it's like light enough, and
so this is a lot lighter color than the others.
It's a lot lighter color.
This is like Syracuse orange color.
Kinda, yeah.
And the others were like red.
I can't get the top back on this. Give it a whirl.
It's a big cork.
It's a big boy. Yeah, you're gonna break that cork.
Ouch. I think I pulled a muscle in my shoulder somehow.
Justin really wants to will it because he said that it could be done.
No, I can't get it.
Well,
I'll give you some saran wrap.
But this is good. This is same ABV, but it does taste a little lighter. I mean, it is lighter in color, and I would assume, just in terms of, I don't know. I mean, it's just not thick.
Yeah.
The others were a little thicker.
It's got a little bitterness, but it's got a very different flavor than the other two.
Mm-hmm. It's pleasant.
Mm-hmm. So out of these 3 beers, how would you rate them? Not thinking of where you're from or how hard it is to get. Like if you were gonna drink a beer out, like, or if you had one in your house, like which one would you pick as the most like drinkable that you would like?
I would go West Flatiron for the first one. I would do this one as the second one, and then I would do St. Bernardus as the third.
I think that's what I would say, but I kind of like this one. I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I don't know if I'm picking the other one because of its novelty.
Rarity?
Yeah, like that we got to have it and it was good. It was really good though.
It was crisp. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was clean but not dull. It wasn't like exploding with all sorts of, like a full palette of different flavors that are, and I'm sure it was, but it wasn't to me, And this has its own flavors. It does have a little bit of the carbonation too.
Nothing like that.
No,
that was so
nothing
carbonated.
like the St. Bernardus, but it was it's definitely more than the West Flatiron.
Mm-hmm. And I normally tend to like the lighter beers and the darkers. But yeah, I think the West Flatiron, is that how you say it? I think the West Flatiron was just really, really good.
Watch it actually be called like West Flatiron.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, I think that one was very well balanced, smooth.
Yeah.
Like everything in it was really, really good.
It was just done right. You know what I mean?
I mean, they've almost made it like their life's work to make a good.
So like in monasteries, what they make to, sustain themselves, whether it's, there's monasteries that are like into bread making. Have you ever had like monk bread?
No.
There's a brand called Monk Bread, and it's made by monks and like at their monastery, and that's their vocation, right? So like that's kind of like their meditation during the day of like they're just doing their work, and that's how they, pray. Like that's just what they do. And obviously they're not just kind of like, oh yeah, I'm just kind of like going at it, like chopping an axe, Obviously they're putting some effort into it and want it to be perfect. And God, I hope they get to reap the rewards. Yeah. You know what I mean? What?
Don't taste that.
How crappy would it be if you worked at a place and you're like, oh yeah, actually, I know, I can tell because I tried it and it's really good, so keep it up. But you guys can't have any of that. That'd be so bad. I would go on strike. I
don't know if there's like a prestige or awards in monkhood, but it'd be funny if you like got like 3 stars as a monk, and then you got to like actually drink the beer that you're making. Like, so then you like work your way up to then you can like finally taste what you're making.
Yeah. Oh, peasant. 1 star?
I'm sorry, you haven't reached that.
You're just lifting the barrels at this point. Yeah. You're not like so.
You're a first year monk. You've got a long ways to go.
Yeah. You're a firsties here. Oh, you want to try the beer? Yeah. Wait a couple years.
Yeah, so I think that's how I would rate them too. I would rate them first, third, second. I can't think of.
So West Flatiron, then Calvados, and then St. Bernardus.
I like the cover of this Calvados.
It slips. Actually,
and there's like a weird like creature on it.
Let's see.
With a big butt that's like licking an apple.
What? Let's see it. I don't know what I was expecting, but yeah, that's actually. And it doesn't look like it has a tail. It looks like it has like an entire leg just kind of squatting off in the back.
Yeah.
God, ooh, I'm so glad that we got water.
And he's like sipping water. I'm like, ooh, it's hot. And I'm like sipping my beer.
Yeah, you're going right back to the beer.
Okay, so we're going to take a quick break.
Speaking of heat, you want to make some hot tea?
Yeah, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to do a Netherlands classic.
Snacky in a bit.
And we're back. Oh, wait. The air conditioner's still on.
And we will roast. Oh, God. All right, so here's what we're doing right now.
Yeah, so we figure, it's hot. What's better than a hot tea?
Obviously.
So,
with some stroopwafel?
Yeah, so I made some hot tea, and the whole purpose of this is to eat a stroopwafel. So if you're from the Netherlands, or possibly, I don't know if they do this in more Europe. Stroopwafel is a classic Netherlands thing, though, I guess.
Tell me about it.
And the best way to eat a stroopwafel is to heat up a hot beverage, like coffee or tea, and tea is suggested. And you put the stroopwafel over the mug, and it kind of heats up the stroopwafel. And the stroopwafel is like a thin waffle, and it's sandwiched over a little caramel layer.
Yeah, and it's got a lot of sugar on board. Mm-hmm. It's nice. I smelled it, and I'm like, oh man, I just smelled it.
So I didn't really even know what a stroopwafel was. And it's funny, Markus sent us these a little bit ago. We've just been kind of waiting to do this episode. So I've had these in my fridge, so I should have known what a stroopwafel was. And I was going to my friend's house, and I hadn't eaten dinner yet. So I was like, I have to stop at McDonald's on the way if I can eat at your house. He's like, that's fine. get me a Stroopwafel McFlurry on your way. And I was like, what is a Stroopwafel McFlurry? And he's like, just get it. So I went, and McDonald's now is having popular McDonald's treats from around the world. Mm-hmm. And the Stroopwafel McFlurry is in the Netherlands one.
That's fantastic.
And so I got
Do they still have it?
Yeah, I just got it like 2 days ago.
Just what I'm getting on my way home.
Yeah. And he's like, it's so good. And so I was like, I think we have Stroopwafels, from the gift that we got sent. And I was like, I should have known that.
I'm not going to wait for you, bud. So I left it on there for 3 minutes. Do we flip it? Is that a thing?
It's getting soggier, though.
Yeah.
So I think that's what you want. I'm just going to go for it. Yeah, it's kind of hot right now.
This is good. It tastes like an overdone waffle in terms of it's not like a very fluffy waffle.
Yeah, like a crispy waffle.
A crispy waffle, yeah. And then it's also just super sugary.
Sugary, and there's a little bit of caramel taste in there.
Uh-huh. Good call. I'm sold. This is great.
Yeah, and I was looking and they suggested tea for some reason because I don't know whether the fumes of the tea make it taste different.
They're called fumes.
Tea steam? I can't believe you're going to drink that tea.
You're not going to drink your tea?
I don't know.
Did you just do water?
Well, see, that's what I was looking. Like I was saying, they suggest tea, right? They say you could just use hot water, but for some reason the coffee and the tea add a little bit of flavor to the Stroopwafel for some reason.
Okay.
And they say tea is the best. But I feel like there's not a lot of flavor going up in steam. Is there?
No.
Yeah, it does have a little bit of a burnt flavor.
Yeah.
But not in a bad way.
Right, not in a bad way.
There's some things that you can burn that it still tastes good, like burnt cheese.
It's crispy.
Delicious.
Yeah. It's crispy and it's it definitely has a crispy waffle and
granulated
sugar aspect to it.
But it does smell, it even smells a little burnt. Mm-hmm. So it's because it's very dark brown. It's not like a light brown waffle. Mm-hmm. So it's done well.
Burnt in the same good way that a marshmallow over a fire would be good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right?
Toasted, should we say.
Caramelized, if you will.
That's really good. Mm-hmm. I've never had a Stroopwafel before.
Let's do this all the time from now on.
So this is
Conjures?
Original Stroopwafel. This is a gift set because you can write to and from, and there's a little kissy mouth on it. See? It's too bad that Markus didn't write his name.
Bedankt.
That's what we say to Markus and all those guys. Bedankt.
What's that mean?
Thanks.
Verdunked?
Bedankt.
Bedunked.
Nope. Bedunked is a butt.
You've been dunked under the water.
Bedankt.
Bedankt, Markus.
Bedankt, Markus.
Yeah, it's probably face palming you. What are they doing?
Shoot me now.
What did I do?
Bedankt, Markus.
Bedankt.
No, you're saying bedonkadonk. You're not doing it right.
So,
God, this coffee, this tea is hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not just did you superheat it? It's just very hot and it's not cooling off anytime soon.
No, it's not. Because I think it's the same temperature as the room.
Yeah. No, it's
100 and something.
Yeah, 117.
Yeah.
This is delicious.
This is very, very good. I'm very happy with the Stroopwafel. So yeah, it was just interesting that we're doing this Netherlands episode and McDonald's had a Netherlands themed McFlurry, which is kind of cool. They had a couple other countries. I don't remember what ones there were.
Spain?
And not all of them were desserts. They had a burger of something.
Right. I think that was the Spanish one.
Yeah. But they had the Stroopwafel McFlurry.
Can I have another Stroopwafel?
Yeah. You want another one?
Do you want to do another one?
Yeah, let's sure.
They're so good, right?
Yeah.
And my tea is so hot.
All right. So cool. So what did we have today? We had 3 beers from the Netherlands, and they were delicious.
Amazing.
Yeah, I didn't dislike any of them.
Which you are not you're not inherently a Belgian person.
Yeah.
Right?
But maybe it's because I just haven't really branched out and tried.
I think a good place locally to branch out and try something like that would be taking a little roadie to Omegang.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've never been to Omegang. I wonder if they'll do an interview with us.
No. They won't. I don't know. Maybe the bartender might talk.
We could ask.
Maybe we'll talk to the bartender.
Yeah.
Okay.
He won't know he's on the SnackDown.
Yeah.
Like, were you wearing a wire?
Like, speaking to the
we're poking our chest out at him.
Yeah, they search us. They kick us out immediately.
Yeah. So we're nearing the end of this thing.
Mm-hmm. This was a really good episode.
Yeah,
I enjoyed
you,
it. We didn't have any story time. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't crazy, but this is just really, really good food.
Yeah, all the beers were good. You know, it was a good experience. It's nothing that we can actually, we really never try any of that stuff normally, you know. Kinder Surprise, obviously, the illegal tang was good. Tasted
Yeah, just kind of. I mean, really, every beer that we had was the illegal tang.
It's true.
It was all customs, baby.
Yeah, so it just gives it that extra flavor, you know?
Yeah.
It's like forbidden love.
Oh, yeah, it was so forbidden.
Yeah. And then, and that chocolate, the Milka chocolate, was delicious. It was just really, really good chocolate. And this stroopwafel is like, it's fantastic. Amazing. Yeah. The Netherlands really know what they're doing with their waffles. It's like, you have waffles, we raise you waffles, sandwiched with caramel. I can see myself drinking a lot more tea if it was
just to have the
if it had a stroopwafel hat on, you know?
Yeah, I'm all about the stroopwafel hat. Mm-hmm. That's a perfect size cup. Thank you for giving me like the perfect cup.
Yeah, so like if it's too big, your stroopwafel will fall into your beverage, and then if it's too small, like your edges aren't warm. So I had one mug that was like perfect.
Mm-hmm. If it's too big, it's kind of more of a dunkel waffle at that point. You know what I mean?
Badunkel? Is that what? Badunkel?
So while we're finishing it up, all in all, great episode. Thank you again. Best wishes to your marriage and wedding, Markus. We haven't gotten an invite yet, so I'm just going to assume we're not invited. But, you know, if we are, we probably still can't make it, but we love you anyway. Good dude.
We're assuming there's going to be like a U.S. reception that we'll be able
Naturally.
to go to.
Yeah.
So, yeah. If anyone else wants to send us some snacks, we're always down. We've got some, we won't say exactly what, but we've got some special things coming up in the future. You know, we're trying to plan a lot of different things, so that's exciting.
Yeah, we've got a couple different things with friends, with businesses, and in between. So thanks for tuning in. I mean, we're really happy to have you listening to us. Podcasts aren't free. It's your investment. You know what I mean? It's your investment of time. So we really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Hugs and love.
Hugs and love. It's not going to be like too long of a hug because they kind of get a little awkward at that point.
It's just a quick one.
It's a quick one.
Maybe like one arm.
It's a one arm. Yeah.
Like a one arm.
And kind of off to the side. Very platonic.
A Beastmaster handshake.
All right, guys.
Cool. Well, let me...
I'm going to, after this, I'm going to take the little stamper thing that I got, and I'm going to make sure that Justin doesn't get his security deposit back for the apartment.
Yeah.
She's going to be stamping around the apartment.
What are all these stamps?
Yeah. Where'd all these footprints come from?
You got a cat in here? Like a miniature cat?
With a love for Cheetos and orange paw print. Is that what your landlord sounds like?
Yeah.
You got a cat in here?
I told you, no pets.
Not even a goldfish, Justin.
All right. Thanks for listening today. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And you can find this episode and others like it on iTunes, Spotify, and wherever else you get your podcasts. And you can go to our website at www.snackdownpod.com. Thanks for listening, and tell your friends. And all's well that snacks well.
Oh my God. All right. Hasta Luigi, guys. Thanks for joining us.
All right. Bye.
Yeah, bye. Beastmaster!